Hi, it's Rob Hatch, and this is Simple Decisions. I have a confession to make, but I'll get to that in just a minute. Let's talk about decision removal. Sometimes, when we want to do something, there's a temptation to spend time or do something else, right? If we are trying to eat better and our house, our refrigerator, our cabinets are filled with all these other temptations, we have to expend energy making a decision to not eat something, and we have to expend willpower trying to not eat something that's there in front of us and choose the right thing. So the solution to something like that isn't just about putting the right things in front of you, put success in your way. Sometimes it's about removing the temptation, removing the things that don't serve you. I recently made the decision after a couple of attempts to remove all social media apps from my phone, or not all, but let's say Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, things that were not serving me. Now, I know how these work. I felt, since I've written about stuff like this, like I had control over it, I had some limits set, but these are some pretty powerful apps with some, tremendous ability to hold our attention. And so, even though I felt like I was making a conscious decision to go in and spend some time there and entertain myself, or be entertained by it in the same way that I might choose to watch a television show or I might choose to read a book or whatever it is, like that was a decision that I was making. I felt like consciously, but inevitably over time, you get a little looser and you start to you start to spend more time there, and it was actually keeping me from doing the things that I wanted to do. The temptation just became let's say the temptation became a little too great, or the decision to pick it up just became too easy, and a lot easier than choosing to do the right thing, right? So I took the step of removing those apps. So my confession is that, like anyone else in the world, I'm susceptible to these things, and sometimes you have to get pretty drastic with your analysis of what's going on, what's keeping you from doing the things that you most need to or want to do, and really stare at yourself in the mirror and acknowledge the decisions that you're making or the temptations you're making. So the decision removal in this case is removing the apps so that I am not, it's not even a choice anymore. I can't, other than re-downloading the app, I can't just pick up my phone and start scanning and checking in. Now, I had gone through any number of justifications for why I was spending time there. A few moments of entertainment. I also I have 4 kids, and they're fun and funny, and they have varied interests. So I would curate some videos and send them to them. It was a way that I kept in touch with my kids, and that was fun and another justification. I also was doing a bit of, I'd spend time in certain communities on these apps, there's topics that are being discussed. People are being really thoughtful and sharing helpful information. So I enjoyed that, and even found myself doing a bit of connecting with some of those content creators because they were smart and interesting people, and so I justified it as a work thing. But inevitably it just spilled over a little too much, and I found myself spending more time than I was comfortable. So it was time, and I removed all 3 apps. That's the confession. So when you are trying to do something for yourself, trying to make a change in your life, don't just think about what you need to put in front of you or how you need to construct the steps to get there, but also look at what you might need to remove, the decisions, the temptations that you might need to remove from your life to the best of your abilities, so that you are no longer expending any energy trying to avoid one thing, and you can actually focus all of your energy on doing what it is that you most want to do. I'm Rob Hatch, and this is Simple Decisions.